Welcome back to the Utah Jazz MyLeague here in NBA 2K16. This is going to be episode 20 of the Utah Jazz MyLeague. And in this episode, we will be taking on the Los Angeles Clippers in Game 82 of the regular season. That is right. This is going to be the final game of the regular season, and our Jazz are going to miss out in the playoffs yet again. But, like I mentioned in last video, I am feeling super confident in the next season with this roster we have set going into the next season, with this young core we have, and then Conley being our veteran guy who is leading us at the starting point guard spot, and he's still got a few good years left in him, so I feel like this team could definitely get some things done, definitely get some playoff runs going in the next couple seasons, and I do not plan on ending this Jazz series anytime soon. This will be going all the way up until NBA 2K17, so this Jazz series is going nowhere, and we could definitely knock out a few more seasons, I believe so. And not too much has changed in the division standings or anything like that. We're still sitting at 4th in the Northwest Division, and then 11th in the Western Conference. Not a playoff spot, obviously, but we're only a couple spots out of the 8th seed, which is something to take note of, because usually we're like bottom 3 in the league, or bottom 3 in like all of the league, or like bottom 3 in the West always, but this year, that's not the case. We're making progress, and like I said, confident going into next season. Porzingis is going to end the season as our leading scorer with 14 points per game and 11 rebounds per game. Michael Conley, 13 points per game, 8 assists. Josh Jackson starting to come into his own in that starting role, 12 points per game, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. I expect those numbers to improve dramatically next season when he has the starting position for the entire year. Same with Korkmaz. And then I'll also Gobert I'm expecting to continue to dominate on the defensive side. He had a little bit of a down season this year. He wasn't like top 3 in rebounds or like top 5 in blocks like he was the past couple seasons. But I'm not going to complain with 11 rebounds per game and 2 blocks per game, because Rudy Gobert is still a solid player to have on this team. And here we are in Los Angeles, California, the city of angels. Dream of Californication. As our Utah Jazz take them on, the starting 5 for each team, our Jazz is Conley, Korkmaz, Jackson, Porzingis, and Gobert. They have Chris Paul, J.J. Redick, Wesley Johnson, Blake Griffin, and then DeAndre Jordan, who wins Defensive Player of the Year every single year. Here you got J.J. Redick taking a fadeaway 3, misses, rebound goes to Porzingis, throws it up to Korkmaz, who steps back at 3. A little bit of patience here as he finds Porzingis down low, posts up his man. I believe that's Wesley Johnson who's defending him in the paint. And that's a mismatchup, mouse in the house, so Porzingis takes advantage of it. And now you got Blake Griffin down working on Porzingis. He misses, Porzingis grabs the rebound, gives it up to Korkmaz, who fires up to Jackson, who slams it down with one hand. The transition finisher makes it a 4-0 Jazz lead. 4-2 here, as Conley takes the shot, knocks down the 3, gets a little bounce in the roll. It's a fall for him. 7-5 is the score now. Conley finds Jackson, drives, lays it up with a right-handed layup. 9-5 is the score. Skip ahead here, 9-6 after they knocked in a free throw. Chris Paul shoots a 3, misses. Porzingis gets the rebound. Conley throws it to Korkmaz over to Jackson, who decides he wants to dunk on the entire city of Los Angeles. And I believe he knocked over Blake Griffin on that dunk as well. It was some big man. And there you've got Korkmaz making some contact layups. No foul on it, but they need a timeout. So 15-12 is the score now. Jazz in the lead. Conley finds Kaminsky. Frank the Tank slams it down. 17-12 is the score. 19-16 now. Here's Blake Griffin getting around Kaminsky and slams it down with 2 hands for safety. Makes it a 1-point game. So 19-18 still, as Chris Paul finds, I believe that's Rivers? That's Austin Rivers, the coach's son, slams it down, makes it a 1-point lead for the Clippers, and they would end the first quarter in the lead by a score of 29-23, as we'll pick things up here in the second quarter. Porzingis at the basically the free throw line, a little bit left of the free throw line, backing down DeAndre Jordan with a little turnaround post shot, and makes that, gets a little roll on it. So here's Austin Rivers, tries to pass down low, but it's picked off by Gobert, gives it to Conley, who will drive this on the fast break, finds Jackson, drives to the rim, kicks over to Porzingis, who decides to slam it down with 2 hands over Blake Griffin. 31-28, Clippers still in the lead. Wesley Johnson for 3, misses, Porzingis grabs yet another rebound. Korkmaz over to Jackson, slams it down one hand, posterizes, I believe it was DeAndre Jordan who was just standing there, So it's a 1-point game, 31-30 here as Blake Griffin misses. Well, he hits the back of the backboard and then misses the second shot. So now we go in transition. Jackson oops it to Korkmaz, who gives the layup oop, makes it a 1-point lead for the Jazz, 32-31. A dumb fadeaway 3 there by Redick as Gobert grabs the rebound. Give it over to Korkmaz in transition, gets the contact, layup to fall, 3-point lead for the Jazz. And then we'll skip ahead here. Clippers back in the lead, 37-34, but here's a rebound, goes to the Jazz, and Jackson's going in transition, 360 dunk. Makes it a 1-point game, 37-36. Skip ahead here a little bit further, 49-46, as Jamal Crawford misses a 3. Over to Exum, finds Alec Burks, and he slams it down with 2 hands, hangs on the rim for a little bit of, not style, but intimidation, and then Exum, here at the free throw line, finds Warren down low, knocks that one down, makes it a 1-point lead for the Jazz, 50-49, same score here, minute 12 left in the second quarter, as Rivers finds his man, knocks down the triple. I believe it was Anthony Morrow. This team has a couple really good shooters. They've got Morrow, they've got Crawford, they've got Redick. They just have a lot of guys who can knock down threes as they make another one there with Morrow, and they're going to have the lead going into halftime, 59 Clippers, 56 Jazz. The Jazz, of course, just need to cut down on their turnovers, and that's something we pretty much always have a little bit of a struggle with, but I feel like as this series goes on, you'll see that those numbers get better, as we'll start things off in the third here with a Porzingis slam. J.J. Redick now, one of their 3-point shooters, takes a dumb mid-range contested shot. Jordan gets the rebound, goes back up with it, misses. Rebound goes to Gobert that time. Conley over to Korkmaz, finds Porzingis, who dunks on J.J. Redick's 4-point lead for the Jazz, for the Clippers here, as the Jazz are trying to trim down that lead. Here's Chris Paul, putting on some little juke moves here, and then he swings all the way across the court for J.J. Redick as he knocks down the triple, 68-61 here. Skip ahead, 68-63, Chris Paul to the rim, can't get the layup to go. Rebound goes to Conley, the smallest guy in the court for the Jazz. And then Korkmaz oops at the Jackson. Left-handed throw down. 68-65. Clippers in the lead now, 72-67. As Porzingis goes right past Blake Griffin. Slams that one down. This is a matchup of the power forwards here. Jackson drives around Gobert to the rim. Baseline reverse one-handed slam. 1-point game now, 80-79 as we skip ahead here as it's still a 1-point game. Mike Scott, the emoji tattoos, gets blocked. Burks picks it up, gives it up to Warren, over to Exum, and he follows through with the transition layup. 1-point lead for the Jazz now. Skip ahead here, still 1-point lead, 86-85. That's Kaminsky with the baseline turnaround jumper over Griffin, nails that one, 88-85. And at the end of 3 quarters, it'll be 91 Utah, 88 Clippers, as they have their first lead at the end of a quarter here in the Jazz, that is. So here's Korkmaz going in transition over to Jackson. He drives, and he slams one-handed. I believe it was over Wesley Johnson. 99-95 here, 4-point lead. As Wesley Johnson tries to get the go, Korkmaz grabs the rebound. Porzingis fires up. And there's Jackson slamming it down with one hand. This man is fast. He's always leaking out. Kind of plays like me in Pro-Am, to be completely honest. And J.J. Redick knocks down that 3. Makes it a 1-point game here with about 6 minutes left in the fourth. Still a 1-point game as DeAndre Jordan, Point Jordan, passes down low to cutting Chris Paul, and he makes it a Clippers lead here. But they're down by 2 here as Blake Griffin drives past Porzingis, slams that down with 2 hands ferociously, and he ties it up at 106. Tied up at 108 here as Griffin can't get that to fall. Yet another rebound for Porzingis. He's got a double-double on the day. Korkmaz oops at the Jackson. Reverse two-handed slam. They've got a 2-point lead in this one. Same score, 110-108. As Chris Paul misses the mid-range. Rebound goes to Conley somehow. He dribbles off DeAndre Jordan's foot. Wesley Johnson goes up with it. He can't get it to go away yet again. So this time Korkmaz gives it up to Jackson. Puts in a little crossover. A little bit of patience, feeds Porzingis, and Porzingis slams on, I believe that was Johnson standing on the rim. It was. So 115-112 here with about 2 minutes left as Jackson finds Gobert. They leave him wide open, slams it down with one hand. That's really the only way he can get points, is when he's wide open, he can slam it, or he comes off a screen as a screen outlet. So 121-114 there on the layup from Conley. Inbound to Burks, knocks down the fadeaway 3 as time expires, And your final in this one between the Utah Jazz is 130 Utah Jazz, 116 LA Clippers, as the Jazz ran away with this one in the second half. They really dominated the second half, especially the fourth quarter, and they come away with the victory by double digits. So Josh Jackson was player of the game. He had 39 points with 6 assists and 2 rebounds. Like I said, this guy is going to be an absolute stud for us in coming seasons. I can feel it. He's going to be a monster. As far as the rest of the Jazz teams go, Porzingis had a double-double with 31 points and 15 rebounds, 3 blocks as well, 14 for 18 from the field. Korkmaz had double digits with 13 points, and even 13 assists, double-double for him as well, 6 for 11 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3. TJ Warren with double digits, 13 points, and Alec Burks with 10 points. Conley had 8 points and 13 assists, which I'll take as well, 3 for 6 from the field. On the Clippers side of things, Blake Griffin led their team in scoring with 26 on the day, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 steals, 11 for 23 from the field. He was a volume shooter this game. Chris Paul had a double-double, 18 points, 11 assists, 9 for 18 from the field. Had a couple other guys in double digits as well. Anthony Morrow, Austin Rivers, DeAndre Jordan with a double-double, 13 points, 13 rebounds, and JJ Redick had 12 points as well in that starting shooting guard position, but he only shot 4 for 10 and 2 for 6 from 3 points. So with that being said, that'll wrap things up here for this edition of Utah Jazz Basketball. Don't forget to tune in next time, as the next episode will be the Season 3 heading into Season 4 off-season, and Season 4 is going to be the start of a special run. Let me tell you, I can feel it. In my bones, I can feel it down in my plumes. So, with that being said, I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I'm saying goodbye.
Sanitizing cause I'm a virus, so dirty like the old Osiris. I never tiptoe when I'm on papyrus, cause my words bleed through, band-aids can't hide this. And I just get on my ride and blast off. My scheme's so Ponzi, I'm a Madoff. Weekend with Bernie, Donzi boat burning, cigarette boat, the speeds are unearthly. Chilling in the harbor, as if I swam there. I like my health, but I still jam there. I got my jam box cut to 11, and I'm E-dub, I don't know any Evan.